It looks like those chickens are just about to be hatched.
Dear, supermarket shopping these days is like the charge of the light brigade.
It's awful, isn't it?
What are you doing?
I think it's time. Well, the paints have been coming every 15 minutes.
Why didn't you say something? I'll phone the ambulance. I mean, the taxi. Right. Up! Where are you going?
Come on, I just want to leave a note for Gran.
You sit down. Just sit down. Sit. Sit, I'm going to call the taxi. Now, where's the number?
In the kitchen.
Okay. Right. Now, you just stay there and wait until the taxi comes.
Karen, don't panic. There's plenty of time.
It's all right. Just keep calm.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, come in, please, Miss Bennett. Are all the officers back?
Yes.
Good. Now, I don't know whether you're aware of the conditions that the unions agreed to. One of them is that B. Smith be isolated from the rest of the prisoners as much as possible. She's the main troublemaker. I think if we can segregate her from the rest of the prisoners, we'll have a pretty good chance of controlling them. Put her on guard and detail, will you?
Oh, but that'd suit her down to the ground. Being outside all day, she won't do a scrap of work.
Miss Bennett, I didn't ask for your opinion. That's my order, and it stands. At least until next week, when I shall no longer be in charge. I'll leave Mrs. Davidson to decide what to do with her then.
What's it got to do with her? She's resigned.
Oh, hadn't you heard? She withdrew her resignation. She'll be back next Monday.
You know, I never thought I'd be pleased to see the screws again. But after 3 days in my cell, I could have kissed them.
I'll drink to that.
You drink to anything.
Yeah, well, B reckons it was all Fletcher's fault, you know. He's losing control. That's why he had her transferred to the garden so she couldn't cause trouble. Rotten pig. She didn't do nothing.
He probably wanted to protect her from the criminal element in here.
Yeah, well, I think it was a lousy thing to do.
God, there's enough work here to keep us going till Christmas.
Yeah, it's a good thing we've got Roz to give us a hand.
Yeah, that was real good of you to volunteer to come and help us. You didn't have to, you know. Not when you were on remand.
Oh, what else would I have done? If I'd stayed in that cell for one more minute, I'd have gone crazy.
Anderson, the welfare officer wants to see you.
What for?
Well, if you don't go, you won't find out.
It's probably about my parole. I don't want to go.
Anderson, would you get moving?
Oh, don't worry, Dor. The social worker's real nice. She's probably found her a rich sugar daddy.
Yes?
Mrs. Hemmings?
Yes.
My name is Erica Davidson. I have some information about your daughter.
Oh. Are you sure she's my Doreen? Won't you come sit down?
Well, I've checked the details you gave the Salvation Army, and they tally with the details I recall on Doreen's file.
Her file?
Yes, I'm the governor of Wentworth Detention Center. I'm afraid Doreen is one of the inmates in my charge.
Oh, no.
I understand you don't want to see her.
No. Especially if she's... I was intending to make out my will and leave everything to her.
Why did you go to the trouble of trying to trace her? You could have left it to your solicitor.
I don't know. I somehow feel responsible.
After 20 years?
I tried to find her. When I left Gordon, I couldn't take her with me. I was penniless. And by the time I'd found a job and could support us both, he had disappeared and taken Doreen with him.
Didn't you try to get custody?
Of course I did, but the police couldn't find him. I don't know how he managed it, but there was no trace of him. It took me 7 years to get a divorce. By then, I'd met Paul Hemmings. He was such a gentle man. I somehow couldn't bring myself to tell him that I'd deserted my own daughter. And then when he died last year, what's Doreen like?
She's very insecure. She depends too much on other people. Inevitably, they move away. She's alone and insecure again.
What's she in prison for?
Breaking and entering. She also escaped and was involved in a shooting incident in which the woman she was with was killed.
How long is she in for?
Well, she's due for parole soon, but I doubt whether she'll get it. She has no one to go to on the outside.
No, I couldn't.
She needs someone.
I
Mrs.
can't.
Well, that's up to you. You know where she is.
What will happen to her?
Well, she could go to the halfway house, but I don't know. I doubt whether they'll be able to help her. She'll probably end up back inside.
What is this halfway house?
It's a refuge for ex-prisoners. Actually, you could do more good by making a donation to them. Doreen needs care, not cash.
Do you think they could help her?
More than Wentworth can. I'll give you Angela Jeffrey's card. You can go to see her. Form your own opinion. My number's on the back, if you want to contact me.
Oh, thank you.
Please think about it.
I will.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Singing to-rely singing to-rely
Oh, God, do you have to sing, Kath? Let's stay friends.
Singing to-rely I'm bound for Botany Bay.
You ought to go in for new faces, Kathleen.
Yeah, she needs one. Oh, what's up, Dor?
They're going to put me up in front of the parole board next week. They're going to kick me out and send me away from all me mates.
Don't worry, love. You mightn't get it.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to have a job and a home to go to, and if you haven't, they're not going to let you go.
Doesn't make much difference. My time's up in a month anyway.
Comes to all of us, love. Might even come to me soon. And when you get out, you've got to face the world, look them straight in the eye, kick them in the teeth before they do it to you.
What's the problem? I can't understand anyone getting upset about getting out of this place.
Me neither.
Well, when you've been here a few years, you begin to look upon it as home.
You're joking?
No, it's just like home, really. I mean, you got no worries. You got a roof over your head, nice warm bed to sleep in, plenty of tucker. Don't have to worry about a job. Do you remember old Edie? She died because she couldn't face loneliness on the outside.
Yeah, I suppose the place has got something going for it.
No. If I had to stay in here for 50 years, I'd still be glad to get out.
That's what you say now. But if it was me getting out, I'd be upset just like Dor.
Dor's young. She's got a whole life ahead of her.
Well, you don't have to be old to be lonely.
Yeah, and I've got no friends outside. No family.
Neither have I, Doreen, but I don't want to stay in here forever.
Who needs family? Look at Mum. Her only daughter kicked her out. But she made good, didn't she?
Yeah, I suppose.
Judy! Karen? Well, where are they?
Well, don't panic. They've probably just gone for a walk.
Well, supposing something's gone wrong with the baby.
And supposing it hasn't. Judy's a perfectly healthy girl. Stop worrying yourself like that. You'll end up back in hospital.
Her suitcase is gone.
Here.
She's gone to hospital, says there's nothing to worry about. Karen is fussing like a broody hen, and otherwise everything's fine.
There you see.
Well, I must get to her.
Oh, well, I'll drive you.
Oh, no, Dr. Miller. You've been very kind, but I mustn't keep you from your work any longer.
I've plenty of time. Besides, I'm looking after one of my patients.
Well, thank you.